All right, now for the rest of the story. This is what's going to go on after I leave here. Basically, I'm going to show you where everything ended yesterday and walk you through where it goes from here. Okay, so here's where we left off yesterday. From there, it's going to come into the sanding bay, and it's going to be totally sanded down, smoothed out. The blue that you see on there is sort of like a wood filler in woodworking. It fills in any porous areas in the fiberglass, makes it good and smooth, and then from here it will go to the paint shop, and I'll take you over there next. You can see it exits the door here, goes around the corner, over that way, and then into the paint shop. Okay, this is the painting area for the Wayfarer. After it comes out of that sanding area that I talked about, it'll come into this door, stop right here. Several people hop on it and tape up everything that does not need a primer or a paint job. It'll go into this paint booth first, which it will get all scratches prepped, so forth, and the base coat put on. So you can see a unit over here that has the base coat on it. It stops at this station, and several folks stop. And start applying the tape so it gets the colors painted in the right places, striping and so forth. From there, it goes into this long paint booth, which there's actually 4 stages in this booth. The first stage puts all the color on. The second stage is where the people go through and do special touch-ups, make sure everything's smooth, so forth and so on. And once it's all cleared up, moves on down and gets a base coat, or excuse me, gets the clear coat. There are several pre-applications of each one of the paint and the clear coat. Then the final stage down here, you can see each door as we go by. The final stage down here is an easy bake oven, and it bakes on everything good and solid. And once that's done, a couple people will go in and start pulling off all the paperwork that was put on. They'll come out here and get finalized from that standpoint. From there, it's turned around, comes over to this station where it gets an awning put on, the stairs, and the start of doing decals and the Tiffin emblem. Each one of these is at a different stage in this process. You can see that the seats are in it at this point. Awnings on this one, but not on that one. The stairs are not on that one, but they're on this one. And getting ready to put on the decals and the emblems. And this next stage down here is the last stage before it heads out to the campground, which I'll show you here shortly. And they're just doing final touch-ups, making sure everything's taken care of. You can see there on the front cap, just plain. Time it gets here, it's got the Tiffin on it. And then they'll continue on there. And then from there, goes out the door, heads through that door, I think from the opposite direction probably, which is the campground. We'll head out there. So we're heading out to the campground. On the left over here are finished units, ready to be driven to the respective dealerships or new owners. Over here in front of me, where those two units are sitting, is where they do the final cleanup. I got a couple folks that spend a whole lot of time making sure everything's dust free, cleaned up just right. And then over here is where each unit goes to get their propane fill, their DEF, their fuel, and also their weight. And that's where the sticker is put on the front door to show exactly how much cargo carrying capacity that it has. And also the gentleman that works there is their ace punch list person who goes through and looks for anything that needs to be fixed that wasn't caught through the process. They got so many checkpoints, it's absolutely amazing. Matter of fact, this is pretty nice. Both these units are just like what we're having built, in the color that we're having them built. So this is what the passenger side of our RV is going to look like. And this is what the driver's side is going to look like. And what they're going to look like from the back. So that's the end of this broadcast. I appreciate y'all looking in, and if y'all ever want to come up behind me, I got a camera to look at you. Good day. Okay, everybody, it's all wrapped up, and I'm going to have a good night's sleep and head back in the morning. Before I do, though, I just want to give a shout out to a few people. Last month, my wife and I, Sharon, took a plant tour here. Trent Tiffin, who's in sales and marketing, hosted us for that, and he was more than gracious enough to allow me to come back for the build of our unit. In the past couple of weeks, I've been working with Jeff Long, their electrical engineer. A few of the things you saw that were custom, he's the one that was my contact, and he made sure everything got done. And seriously, today I'm looking at everything, and everything him and I talked about got taken care of perfectly. Now, once I got here, first person I met was Bobby White, Director of Operations. He just stopped by while I was in the waiting area. Super nice guy. Made me feel very welcome the whole time I was here. And then while I was on the line, the plant manager, Rusty Holland, always took the time to answer any question I had. In addition, a couple other people that were always there to help if I needed it was Stephen Howell in the paint department and Derek Box, the engineer. And of course, you can't leave out
all the people that worked on the line. Um, Tiffin's always had a reputation for great quality and great customer service. Uh, every one of their employees proved to me why they have such great quality, and even each individual on the line provided great customer service. So besides that, Hampton Inn is where I stayed. Their hospitality was wonderful. The room was very nice. The mattress was wonderful, thank goodness, and the pillows were good. And then as far as food, I got to thank Cedar Landing and the Cardinal Drive-In. Um, Not only were their plate lunches very good, there was so much in each one of them that I was also able to use them for dinner. So, but yeah, driving back in the morning, I hope everybody enjoyed this. And again, thanks to the Tiffin staff and everybody that worked there for making this a very enjoyable venture. You have a great day.